Welcome to the flowerschool.com video library. I'm Leanne Kessler, Director of the Floral Design Institute, and today I'm here to share with you one of my favorite flowers, lilacs. They're so fabulous and fragrant. Here in the Pacific Northwest, they start blooming in April and last through Mother's Day. Now, if you were in a colder area, you may get your lilacs around Memorial Day, but whenever they bloom, make sure you grab some and bring them home. Lilacs come in several colors. This lovely lavender, also purple, white, kind of a lavender pink, and variegated. Some are single, some are double. There's lots of fun ones. Most common is this sort of plummy lavender. Care and handling is the same for all of them. Fill a vase with warm water and flower food, and then, since it has such a woody stem, you want to break it, tear it, exposing that raw wood underneath the bark, and then put it over into water. Years ago, we all used to pound them with a hammer. That's actually not good. It crushes the vascular structure, and then it won't drink as well. It's best to just go ahead and reach in, break it and tear, exposing the wood, and then set it in to drink for at least 2 hours before you go to design. Lilacs look fabulous in a bubble bowl. You can use them just with plain water, but you'll notice that many times the water starts getting really dirty, actually quite quickly, one day. And so then it's not nearly as attractive. So I like to conceal that so that you don't see that it gets dirty. Easiest, just to use rainbow foam. It comes in so many different colors, and the fuchsia coordinates perfectly with the lilacs. Just take the powder, set it into the bowl. And then sometimes it has little lumps in it, so I'll go in, break up the lumps, pack it down a bit, and go back, pour some more. Loosen up the lumps. And then I'll do it in 2 phases. I get most of it in right now, but I'll probably go back and add a little more. But first, I stop and add the water. Now the water is warm, and it already has flower food mixed in, so that there will be flower food in here. Main reason, it has an antibacterial, so that as the water gets a little ugly looking, it still won't hurt the flowers, and you won't see it because of the color of the rainbow foam. So I pour this in. And you can see it settling, so then I can go back and add more powder. Want to make sure that I don't add too much water to where the powder starts floating, because then I'll lose the stabilizing factor of having it to stick the stems into. Go back, add some more. Then add more water and keep repeating until it's full. First step then is to place the lilacs. Since they're the favorite, you don't want to waste any time. Let's get them in. You can give them a fresh break again. If you want to, take your knife and whittle the edges a little bit. As long as you get a nice good break, you should be fine. Then setting it in to the foam. Going back with another stem. When they're divided like this, I find it's easiest to go ahead and separate them. Give that a cut off, and give this one a fresh break. Whittle if you'd like, and then go back and set it in. And as I place them, I place it so that the stems don't come outside of the foam. I don't want the stems to show through. Let the foam be solid all the way around, and the stems down through the center, getting them deep down in, close to the water reservoir. And as I place, I start on the outer edges, and then go back and fill in a little closer towards the center until I have a lush bowl of lilacs. Lilacs, with all their fragrance and beauty, unfortunately are very short-lived. So when I design with lilacs, I like to include things that will last much longer. So as they start to fade, it's kind of an underlying, it just fades and wilts, but everything else still looks beautiful over the top. So the whole design looks like it lasts much longer. It can be a simple thing, like adding a very long-lasting foliage. The Italian ruscus is grand because it just drapes out and over, and it will last for weeks and weeks. It's going to hold far longer than the flowers. Tucking in a little bit of the foliage. That also enlarges the design as it drapes outward, so it makes it more dramatic. We can tuck a little bit down in the center just to add some depth. Then lilies are so long-lasting because one bloom will open, and as it fades, the next one expands, and it fades, the next one opens. So you get a lot of life out of a single stem. Setting that down in. That soft pink is so beautiful with the lavender. And another. And then to expand on the purple, the European mini asters, another very long-lasting bloom. Gives a variation on the color. Isn't that great? And just tucking that in. Maybe one a little shorter, and then one a little taller, bringing the color upward in the design. As I finish, even tucking in a simple carnation for a little more texture, a little more brightness, using them low, down underneath, just to carry your eye back into the arrangement, down into the foam, and another, maybe over onto this side. Grouping a couple, but keeping them low so that they don't cover up all the beautiful lilacs, but add a bit of brightness. Around to the back side. And then lastly, going through and turning it, looking for little holes. If you need to go back and add a little more foliage to give it nice, full roundness. Maybe another lily. And then turning again, looking for gaps, maybe another carnation. And then just spinning through, double checking that the color is solid throughout. You've got fragrant beauty and also colorful flowers that will last for a long time. To keep your lilacs fresh and fabulous for as long as possible, spray the entire arrangement with Crowning Glory. Saturate it fully, all sides. It locks in the moisture and lets the flowers live as long as possible. Then, of course, keep it out of warmth and direct sunlight. Drafts are bad, and it will last and last. Like this, lilacs can last 4 to 5 days. Much better than the 3 days that you sometimes see. They don't have to be a short-lived flower. And as professional florists, we know the tricks to take care of them, to keep them alive as long as possible, and then to design with them, adding other materials so that they look alive even longer than possible. Now, if you love lilacs as much as I do, we have a full-length DVD on designing with lilacs in foam, in water, in hand ties, lots of different variations. If you're just looking for creative inspiration, check out our website at flowerschool.com. Lots of different designs and lots of information there just for you. If you've got questions, you can reach us through the website, or if it's easier, pick up the telephone and give us a call at 1-800-819-8089. And of course, as always, you're welcome to reach me through my personal email at Leanne, Leanne, at floraldesigninstitute.com. For now, happy lilac time. Have fun and do something you love.